course with Brinda Jacob this September, that is EXA 101, Expressive Arts session. It was a 1 month long course during the weekends, that is Fridays and Saturdays. For me personally, it was a journey inward, and I tell this with great honor and pride because I was someone who was in therapy, figuring out a lot about myself, and processing a lot of different things that I had to over the time. And I was also someone who was training to be a movement facilitator. And I think when it came to merging movement and art, for me a lot of things unfolded with me. And so initially I would be like, okay, this is so random. We're supposed to do some art, we're supposed to do something. And it was a lot to take in because it was something that I was learning about my own self. But gradually, as we progressed towards the end, I could see how it was all interconnected. Like each session was to progress towards the next session. And in the final session, when we had to present and figure out and talk about ourselves, for me personally, it made a lot of sense because until the presentation day, I was all over the place and I was not really able to put in words and say what it was. But when I placed all of my art like in front of me, I could see that I was telling a story for myself, like what it was for me, what it is for me right now, and how I wanted things to be. So this was very therapeutic for me because usually like when I sit with my therapist, it's a two-way thing where I am talking and she's supplying something for me. But for me, this journey was pretty much like where I unfolded something for my own self. It was just I needed someone to tap on some minute parts of me, and then it was all me, like drowning in the depths of me, figuring out what it was. And it was so much fun to use colors and like to just be around, and for somebody to constantly remind us saying, hey, you don't always have to use your cognition, trust your body, trust what's happening in your body, and so many different things. And for someone who has dealt with PTSD, for me the trauma usually travels to the body, so I could see the amount of release I had through the course. And like I to have a safe space to be able to talk about these things where we usually talk about, and to express it in terms of to channelize expression, I think was one of the plus points for me, because for someone who is interested in arts, you want to be explorative, you want to open your horizons and see what you can do. Some people in that case, or somebody who is in therapy like me or a couple of others who were in the group, it was also a very eye-opening program for us. And for someone who truly wants to understand and explore the mind-body concept and how we can go about this and how everything is interrelated and all the different things. For me, ultimately, this course was pure bliss, and I think I'm deeply, deeply grateful. And I'm someone who's experienced this in person. We did this course was online for us, and I did mention it in the course throughout the course, and I did mention it personally to Prita also. Like I think I was extremely glad with the way she took the course. Like usually when it is an offline thing, I could feel the connect more strong, and the whole process being very personalized in so many different things. And even though this course was entirely online, I didn't feel much of a difference. I think the way she carried the entire course was in such a flow that it was very, rhythmic in nature, and it was very in tune with our business. So that's something that, that made a huge impact on me and all the experiences that was there through the course. So for me, it was absolutely bliss. And I would say that it's one of the most therapeutic things that have happened this year, and I'm really glad that. So yeah, this is amazing.